Hello, how's everyone doing? Sorry, my voice is a little scratchy, but I didn't give a heads up about my live stream because I just wanted to go over some things, and I promised myself I wouldn't get into the little drama that's been going on. But I just had to break my silence because what I've witnessed in the Patriot movement down here in Las Vegas has just been so divided. Ever since I first got involved with the movement, there have been people trying their best to push me out, and then when they couldn't push me out, they approached me to try to keep people out. And I don't want to say that person's name yet, but some of you have already seen some of the troublemakers that come at me and have tried their best to either ruin my name or try to start something with me. But I'm referring to this video update that was with John Lamb and Andrea Parker. Now, there was two people off to the side who didn't want to be seen on camera, and they never want to be seen on camera, which always strikes me as odd that they never want to voice their opinion on the whole the entire issue. I heard somebody in the background say, we need overflow. We need more people down here. We need the rooms filled with supporters. And I thought that same person treated me so bad in the beginning, and I was almost to a point where I almost left. She almost got to me. She treated me in a way that the treatment was so negative to where I felt that I was not appreciated. And she's also asked me to keep certain people away from the rallies. Now, I don't understand that. How are you going to call for more people to join and to support the cause? And then when they get here, you treat them like outsiders and you outcast them. You treat them rude. But yet that same person welcomes people with open arms like Little Dog and Greg Whalen. She hugs them. You're here, thank God. But then I'm thinking, when it's someone like me who stood up on the stairs with the Lavoy Finicum flag, I got a lot of flack for doing that down here, by the way. A lot of the Patriots here were not happy with that. They said I was ruining things for them, or for our guys, that I was putting our guys at risk by not complying with the federal order that was issued by a security chief that would forbid protesters from going up onto the stairs. I ignored that. I said I'm not gonna comply with that rule, and I went up there with the Lavoy flag. Some of you saw it, and I walked away. I mean, I called their bluff. The marshals didn't do anything. They didn't arrest me, but yet my so-called fellow patriots down the stairs were saying, you need to stop that. You know, the Bundys don't appreciate what you're doing, Joshua. What you're doing is you're starting a lot of problems. Now, with that said, when there's troublemakers and we call them out, why do you attack the whistleblowers? We're trying to unite. We're trying to bring awareness to what's going on. And yet, when negative things and questionable things are said on Facebook, and people like Gavin Syme or David Syme call them out, all Gavin Syme is doing is just sharing with what somebody said and is putting them in the spotlight and saying, can you answer for this? Can you back up what you said? Can you clarify what you said? Some of these people are making fun of our patriots. Some of these people have been making fun of me lately, which I don't understand. I didn't do a damn thing to them. But hey, you know what? That's life. Life is not a popularity contest, and I'm not here supporting anyone but liberty. I'm here for liberty. That's all I'm doing. Now, people like MD Lauder, Melissa Langley, who are upset with Gavin and calling his followers all kinds of names, it's just absurd. It's starting to get old. Now, we have to question what is their intent behind all those things. Why are they trying so hard? Why are they trying so hard to divide and cause so much trouble, but yet the people who expose them, the whistleblowers, are the one being frowned upon? Are some of you upset with Edward Snowden for exposing our government for who they truly are? He didn't write none of those laws. He didn't allow government to impede and to interfere with our lives. He didn't do that. He just exposed it. When a doctor diagnoses someone with cancer, did he give them cancer? No, he just diagnosed it. Gavin Syme is just diagnosing the problem, the virus, the disease that is within this movement, and that it's causing us to break down and hurt each other. You cannot fall victim to that. I'm not on anyone's side. I'm on God's side, the one who allows me to be here, the one who granted me my inalienable rights. I will stand on my freedom as a human being, even if I'm alone. So if some of you want to divide for some reason, whatever your reason is, whoever wants to divide, I'm not there. But I will stand with people who truly want liberty. Kelly Stewart, Gavin Syme, they've been doing a lot for the movement. Now I see why I was treated the way I was in the beginning. Because those people who want to keep the Patriot movement down and silent are working with someone for the higher powers. I don't know who, but we can all get a good understanding on who and why. I mean, we all know that the government is corrupt. We all know that. We've been going in circles and calling it out, but now it's time to take action towards that wrong government. And I know the laws are made so confusing, and it's difficult to navigate through these laws and to communicate with the government. What we're doing, what we should be doing, is, I mean, the Facebook posts and things like that, they're good. But what we need is emails to the government and bodies there complaining. Now, just be prepared. When we do those things, there's going to be provocateurs among us, agent provocateurs among us, who are going to try to separate. Try your best to keep them out of your ear. Just do your best. They're going to tell you things like, no, don't do that. You're going to cause trouble for our guys up there. But we've been complying. We've been staying in our little protest areas. We've been staying in our little protest areas and complying. And look what the government had in store for us with Greg Burleson. He was among the many informants, and yet he's allowed to sit at the defendant table. He's exposed so much. He started so many things. He's the one that made the threats. He's the one that started all the drama. He's the one that started all the trouble. And yet everyone was arrested for his actions, his words. So would you continue to comply with a government who has lied and has tarnished the principle of client-attorney privilege? And we're going to continue to comply and say, you have to work with them for things to get better? What more are they going to have to do? What more wrongs will they have to do before you finally say, you know what? They're not going to work with us. They're not our friends. The people in the uniform that claim they're our friends, why don't you ask them, well, if you are my friend, can you go up and get my brothers out of that courtroom? Stand with us? Why aren't you standing on our side? Why aren't we questioning that? Now, again, I'm sorry that I started off with the division and the problems that are going on within the Patriot movement. But those are the things that need to be addressed. And those of you who are bashing Gavin and David Simon and this new page that they created, I've been watching the page, and all I've seen is them just reposting what people have already said. If I was to quote one of our founding fathers, like Thomas Jefferson, that the tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. If I repeat that, does that make me a terrorist? Does that make me the author of that speech? No. So when it comes to calling out the negative and weeding out the bad that's in this movement, we need to support that. We need to, even if they're your friends, text them, send them a message saying, hey, I saw this. You're in the spotlight. Can you back up what you said? Can you clarify what you said? If you didn't mean it in that manner, if what you said was taken out of context and blown way out of proportion, fix it. Stand up. But Melissa Langley, MD Lauder, people like that still have yet to stand up for what they said. And they can't back it up. But yet all you guys get mad at Gavin and saying he's creating the division. No, like I said, when a doctor diagnoses someone with cancer, did he give them cancer? No, he's just diagnosing it, acknowledging it, that this is what's going on. So, I don't want to make this video too long because I know all my videos go forever. But guys, in order for us to unite, we have to call out those who are doing the dividing. Otherwise, we'll never get anywhere. But remember why we're doing this? Remember, God, country, and family. You guys have a good one. Be safe out there.